What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we watch 1994's Beverly Hills Cop 3. And this movie I truly enjoy. I enjoy Eddie Murphy quite a bit, so he makes the whatever hour and 45-minute movie quite entertainable. Thank God it's not like a 2.5-er. Some of those longer movies, man, just like they drag, you know, and the movie just doesn't need to be that long. Where when you watch one of these hour 30, hour 45ers, and you can just get through it so quickly, you're like, oh, that didn't take any time at all. That was wonderful. But his movies are pretty great. And his laugh's still there, so love that. But his boss gets killed. And like we remember him from the previous two movies, he was always his hard-ass boss in Detroit, and it was the reason why he was always gone. And his boss gets killed, and he's in his arms, he's holding him, he's dying, and he's like, Axel, you want a coffee break? Go get that some bitch. And then dies. Like, damn, last words, brother? Damn, okay. You're gonna shit on me and then tell me to go get the bastard? So, of course, Eddie's got to get the bastard. But where's the bastard? Out in Beverly Hills. So who is he got to go see? His old friend Judge Reinfeld, I believe is his real name. But Billy Rosewood. He's like moved up in his things. But the guy that he's looking for is at Wonderworld. And the security guards keep giving Eddie hassle. And randomly at some point in Wonderworld, George Lucas is there. And you're like, what the fuck? Was that George Lucas? I don't even really remember seeing him in it, but like, I just don't think I connected two and two. I just was like, wait, that guy looked familiar, and then it cut away, and they never come back to, like, George Lucas isn't a plot point in the movie. He's just kind of there. You're like, why is this George Lucas from the guy creator of Star Wars? Why is he in this movie? Why is he in Wonderworld? I have no idea, no fucking clue. Maybe he was passing by and he's like, hey, can I be in this? And Eddie was like, sure, I love Star Wars, come here. Like, but, you know, I really wish they brought Taggart back, too, to get the three amigos back together. But just Billy Rosewood is bare minimum of what would have kept me out of this movie, right? Like, if he wasn't in it, I wouldn't have been in. But because he was, I was like, okay, I'm at least going to stick around and see what happens to these guys. And this one's actually gets a little bit more bloody. The other two movies, they kind of come out of it unscathed in a way. You know what I mean? Like they're not really wounded too badly. You know, no one's really gotten shot or bleeding too bad, you know. This one at the end, you're like, damn, are they gonna live by this? Like, he's got a bloody head and he's shot and he's like limping and he faints because he's losing blood. Like, you're like, damn, Billy, okay, but he definitely does live. But this bastard that killed his boss, and oh, Eddie, of course, is funny, interrupts this. He's getting a Man of the Year award for community service, and Eddie interrupts, and he's like, knows that this guy's the killer, and this guy knows that Eddie knows, and he wants him dead. So that's really the whole plot of the movie, is Eddie's trying to get this guy's trying to cover it up. The federal government's trying to in on it too. They're trying to cover it up. It's just wild shit. But this guy's like the head of security, and people think he's so good, but he's just a smug son of a bitch. I hated his face. They picked a great actor for it. I hated his freaking face. I just wanted to shoot him. I was like, Eddie, get his ass. Get his ass, Eddie. But I think I gave the first one 4 stars, the second one 3.5 stars, and I believe I gave this one, hold on, let me check. Yeah, I gave this movie 3 stars, you know, about a 6 out of 10, and for me that's into a category where it's going to get rewatched, you know. It's a good movie. It's not the greatest movie ever, but it's worthy enough, and I liked it enough that I stand by it, and I'm going to watch it again. If I ever see it on, I'll click on to it, you know what I mean? But if I ever rewatch the Beverly Hills Cops movies, I'll watch it again happily, you know. It's one of those type of movies, but it is definitely my least favorite of the 3 so far. But we'll see, maybe it'll be the least favorite of the 4 once the new one comes out. But that will be now, what, 30 years after this one? 20 years? Yeah, 30 years after 94 to 2024, 30 years. You know, even this one was 7 years after the second one. And that one was 3 years after that. So he's like 10 years deep just in the 3, you know, and that's a decade alone. Now we're talking, you know, maybe 40 years from the first Beverly Hills Cop movie, and Eddie Murphy still looks exactly the same. That man's ageless. Somebody get the vampire out of his basement. That poor guy's probably getting tortured for his blood. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys love my Eddie Murphy impersonation. But I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Stay tuned for more movie reviews, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.